Kimberly, you have been around this team a lot this year, and you know the dynamics there pretty well. When you hear Baker talking like that, what do you hear?
I actually thought that him not talking and that whole mess was, I didn't like that at all, because he's talking about accountability. And the issue with this team right now is when you listen to him talk, it is clear he feels like a man on an island, that he feels completely alone here in the chaos of everything. And think about it, this is a season that began with such high expectations. He expected to get paid. This is a Browns team that was supposed to take another step in the Kevin Stefanski offense. Him and Odell, they were going to finally get that chemistry going. The offense was going to be unlocked, and this was going to be a great thing, and they'd make the playoffs, maybe even a Super Bowl. Except this entire season has been a complete disappointment. I mean, Rob is talking about booking tickets to, this is the state of the Browns. And I think when him not speaking, it is about accountability. Because right now there's a leadership vacuum, and I feel like when you see teams at this point where there isn't somebody stepping up and saying, I believe in him, I trust him, we follow him, that to me is when teams have issues.
Well, the thing with Odell and his father obviously was a sort of a bomb that gets dropped in the middle of a locker room and has to create a lot of complicating factors. And then, Ninko, you were telling us you observed something when you were doing one of their games on radio that I think is really interesting.
Yeah, so I was at the Patriot-Brown game, and I was doing the radio, and when Baker was injured, I was watching him come out of the tent. And when he walked out of the tent, I found it very interesting that nobody walked up to him to ask him how he was doing. And usually, it doesn't matter if you're a leader on a team. Usually, if you're a leader and you go down with some type of injury, guys come up to you from the defense, offense, both sides, special team players.
Yeah.
They come up, hey, man, you good? How you feeling? You all right? You all right? He literally walked out of the tent, walked around, walked past his offensive line, walked past the defense, sat down by the Gatorade table there, and one person walked up to him.
Right.
That was it.
Yeah.
And that says a lot to me about a little bit of what's going on in there.
So, Sacho, can they get this thing right? I mean, you began the conversation, or you had the Browns, but we can look at the record. They're 6-5. They're playing Baltimore this weekend.
Yeah,
if they pull off a win, not many people see it coming, but if they win this game, they're going to be right in the thick of everything. Can they right this ship, and if so, how?
Well, I don't think that they can. And the reason why is Baltimore is in their way. And not just once, they're in their way twice. The Cleveland Browns' next two games are against the Baltimore Ravens. You got Baltimore, bye week, Baltimore. The other side of this is this. Cleveland's 6-5, yet they're last place in their division. They're still 6-5. And so you still see that optimism of, hey, maybe we can find a way to make the playoffs. But the problem is you have to play the best team, probably the best team in that division, and Lamar's probably going to be healthy again. And so the issue is Cleveland gets a win last week, and you were getting excited. Then you might lose, and all of a sudden you're staying in last place at the losing record. So I don't think Cleveland has the ability and the capability to turn this thing around.
The other thing that I think it deserves to be said here is that some things are excuses and other things are reasons. Baker Mayfield is hurt. He is significantly hurt in a variety of ways. That's not an excuse. That's a reason why this thing is going sideways. It does raise the question, however, at this point, would they be better off with Case Keenum on the field? He has had success in that offense with that coach, and he does not have an injury to his shoulder and his knee and whatever else it is that Baker has right now.
From everything I've been told, you cannot drag Baker off the field. Like, he is going to want to play. I think if you don't play Baker, it almost feels like not that we're conceding the season by any means, but it's just a different feel.
Does it? I mean, the guy is hurt. At some point, does someone you take a away?
Yeah, well, you have to protect the player from the player when it comes to wanting to be out on the field, because when you go out there and you are playing injured, which every single player out there in the NFL right now in this point of the season is playing with something.
Right. But here's the reason. The reality for Baker is this franchise, this front office needs to know what it has in Baker and whether it wants to pay him going forward. So that's the reality. Like, it's almost like Daniel Jones. Like, they have to know.
But can you find that out with him in the condition he's in now? Because while I did not like what he said on Monday, and I don't take back a word I said about that, I don't question his toughness. I believe he wants to be out there. They'll have to drag him off the field, but maybe they have to drag him off the field.
Well, your question of will you know what you have? Well, you definitely won't know what you have if you sit him.
I understand that, but right now you also have a team, to the point that we're making, that has a real chance of still doing something of meaning this year, and they might be better served with a healthy quarterback. Sacho, final word, go.
Yeah, the final word is this. The Browns team doesn't revolve around Baker. No, people don't want to hear it, but it's the fact. They still want to revolve around the run game. They're still number one in rushing attempts in the NFL. They still rely on their defense. And so benching Baker and putting Case Keenum in isn't going to be the answer. You could still find ways to win if you really dial in on the run game and find a way. Maybe you beat a Baltimore team that we saw lose to Miami.
But that's why they have a chance. Because of the run game, they can still make noise in this division because of the run game, because they're going to get Kareem Hunt back. And
maybe the quarterback situation will work itself out.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.